Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and our home team. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Push him back. Watch the safety creep. Hurry. I got you.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Throwing on 2nd and 14, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
Tight dog. Bang.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The first defensive back taken in this year's draft, Darnell Savage there to knock that one away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Tyler Ervin back deep. That's taken on the 25. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Love. He gets this to Davante Adams. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. On 1st and 10. Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. At the 40-yard line.
Set. 20. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey. Roughs in. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! 40's mine, 40's mine. Hey, come on, now, come on, now. My God.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Irvin to return. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st down, Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And again this time to the tailback. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Off the play fake. Love. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson. To throw on 2nd down. Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Love. And Adams has it. Complete. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Throwing on first down. Love. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a second down coming up. We're scoreless after one. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. Going for it all. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
At the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Derrick Henry. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Slam. Run. Check 26. Tighten up. Right there.
Now Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Let's go
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll give it here to his running back, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation. Nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Let's go. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now a handoff looking right. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Jones. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Love. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. but I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2nd and 6 at the 12-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the pass. Mike 55. Mike 55. Real. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Go, go. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. What? Watch Safety creeping. Safety creeping.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard.
Here we go.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ricky. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 37. Check nickel. Watch out. Twitch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Big Sears right here. We got to step it up. Check. 50. Over. Check. All right.
Looking to throw. Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise. And turn it into positives moving forward.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. They set up the screen for Henry. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Back. Pick the edge. Go. Show it. Kill. Hurry.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Check. Regular. Slam. Sponge. No. Shit.
They'll run forward with Henry. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back. And
Let's go now. Henry. Watch the run.
they'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love flushed out. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Back to throw. Love. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check 99.
Point it right. Hurry.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Darren Lee there to get him down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, alert!
Watch quick.
Mayfield looks to throw. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
A first down carry for Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the Packers' 45-yard line.
46. 180. 44. I'm coming for you, son. Check the hot read.
Hey, alert 33.
Check. Joker.
Up.
Tight dog.
Hurry.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30.
That's another San Antonio first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hurry.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Draw play. This is Henry. About 3 yards there to the 27. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Point it right.
From the 27, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Rashawn Gary coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Titans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14.
You got tight right there. Hey, watch it.
From the gun, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
180.
First and 10.
Get the ball right here. Let's go.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9.
Kill. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Pistol.
Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Titans take over first and 10.
Baby, let's go.
At their own
Let's go.
21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
They'll run it again with Henry. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. Mayfield now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
So don't say nothing.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll run with Henry. He can't get him down. Breaks free again. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Check. Crunch.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. 22, check. Over.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
Off play action. Love. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Let's go. Do it.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to..."
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. From the gun, Love. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Second and goal from the 1. Second and 1. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Green Bay, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.